Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to In Her Dreams. I am so excited to be tapping into the energy of Neptune, the energy of the moon, and Piscean, dreamy, beautiful energy. With this new moon in Pisces, we all have access to the gifts that Pisces brings us and the gift that Neptune brings us, which is really of our dreams, and allowing our dreams to create on the astral plane whatever it is that we want to manifest and create here on the third dimension. And so if you are a natural dreamer, perhaps you were one of those people who was always told in class, hey, pay attention, wake up. If you found yourself getting distracted a lot, especially as a child, and then unfortunately we tend to learn that these behaviors are quote unquote bad or negative, or that they send a signal that we don't have it all together or something like that. So we start to associate a negative connotation with our natural magic. And so that's where we begin to disassociate from some of these gifts that we have. But if you are a dreamer, let me tell you something, that is where all the magic begins. Okay, and so with the new moon in Pisces, we're able to really set our intentions, think about what it is that you want to manifest, and then let your mind set up a sacred space, whether it's with incense or essential oils or candles or whatever it is that you love. My ASMR channel is great for that too. I'm gonna link that. But you can set aside time for you to just stay in your imaginative space so that you are creating your dreams on the astral realm, and then you're able to back up your dreams with your actions and manifest them. And that's the negative end of the spectrum with Neptune. The positive, of course, is that we're dreaming, but then on the negative end of the spectrum, it stays a dream. It's always just an idea that we have, that we don't manifest, whether it's due to fear or a lack of motivation or a lack of confidence or what have you. We allow these things, unfortunately, to keep our ideas and our dreams as just that, an idea or a dream. So once we tap into our motivation and our confidence, we're able to really make these things happen. And that's pure magic. So we are going to open up to see what messages come through for you with your dreams. And it may be a word of motivation. It may be a word of, clarity, bringing clarity to something. But whatever it is that comes through, Ashe, I'm so grateful for it. I'm going to do a brief meditation for you so that you are vibing really high and you're easily able to access the power of this divine energy that's coming in through, so that you can really use it to transform things in your life that perhaps you want to change, or perhaps that you want to embrace and just be grateful for. All right, so let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you feel in your body and allow any worries or doubts to melt away. Know that this is your time. I see truth, I hear truth, I know truth, and I speak truth. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe. Alright, beautiful being, I'm going to go ahead and put up the screen for you to select your group, and I will see you at your reading. Alright, beautiful being, now that you're in a nice calm state, continue to take nice deep breaths and allow your body to continue to relax. And as you view the cards and the crystals, see which one you're drawn to the most. Now you can feel free to pause the video and take your time, but don't overthink it. Just go with what feels natural to you. when you're ready, I'll see you at your reading. Alright, group one. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see what message is coming through for you. I'm going to pull several cards. This is from my Afro Goddess Oracle. Okay, they said that's it. Ooh, okay. You've let go of a dream. This star card, that is like your destiny. That is something that is truly meant for you. This is your soul aligning perfectly with the cosmos, with your actions, with everything coming into alignment. But this is meant to happen for you in this lifetime, where there is a dream that you have had, and I feel like you've been in love with it. You've been striving for it. You have been working so hard to manifest it, but you've let go of it. I feel like this is something that you felt like you had to do. You had to either put it on pause or just say, I'm not going there right now because it's not time. What I'm getting is that there were circumstances and situations that led you to this point. I don't feel like it was truly for you to let it go completely, but what's coming through is that Spirit is saying what's meant for you, you can't shake it. Like, it's going to be a part of your life, because it's meant for you and you're meant for it. Give me some clarity. Okay. Ooh, my. And this one flipped. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look. We've got lots that came out. So Spirit has a lot to say, but my God, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm seeing it. Oh, okay. All right, so I feel like there's something that I see you on sort of like a, there's lots of ups and downs. I feel like this has been sort of a roller coaster ride for you with this dream that you had. It is something that is, it's related to how eventually you're going to make money. With that Seven of Pentacles, I see that where it's an abundant dream or vision that you have, and it is related to something that would earn you money. Okay, at one time I see that there was a lot of success that you felt with it. You have the World there, and you also have Three of Cups. So I see that there was a time where you became involved with other people with this dream. You may have begun collaborating with people. You may have felt like at that time your social life was sort of a little bit more like, I don't know, it was what you felt that you wanted at the time. Like, you really felt like you had support at one time. And then with that Nine of Cups, there's abundance of some sort. There's some success that you definitely achieved, and that's how it is when you're meant to do something. You do reap success. I also see that with this Six of Swords, there was a shift. So there was a transition that you went through, and I see you leaving, but I feel like you left this dream this goal that you've had, you put it to the side because you wanted to appear responsible. You wanted to take care of what you feel is your duty or your obligation. With that Temperance card, it's like you're trying to balance things and make sure that you've got everything covered. And then with the Eight of Cups, it's like something that you really love, but you're walking away from it. So I do feel like there was some heartache with this. I feel like with this Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, yeah, there's something that's kind of distracting you right now from going back to it. And I feel like this is some heartache that you have experienced. There has been some sort of break in with that social, that feeling of social success that you were having before, where you felt supported. There has been a break there. Okay, and with this Three of Swords, I see that and the Two of Cups are right there next to each other. So you've had some sorrow in a relationship, and that has distracted your attention from your true goals and the wonderful things that await you. So you are getting new ideas though, and you're starting to head in a new direction where you're going back to it, because with that Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords, you're experiencing some mental clarity now that you didn't have before. And so you're like, wait a minute, let me get my stuff together and do what's right for me, because you're going to move in a direction that is more focused now on your truth and what's really right for you. It's no longer about what he said, she said, they said. You know what I mean? Let's see what will benefit you to let go of. Surrender to setting limits. Yes, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to anything, any box that you feel you need to fit into. With the relationship, that is, it's like it's all about seeing things, seeing the truth. You're able to experience more clarity now because you have experienced that separation from that person, or that situation that just kind of turned a light on and you were like, whoa, this is who they are? Okay, so now you don't have to set limits for yourself because you're free. Being able to endure the things that you have endured and still be here and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to love me. That lets you know that you're ready to break past any limitations that you've allowed to hold you back. Okay, so you're making a comeback. You're making a comeback because, like, the thing is with this Star card, like, it's truly meant for you. There is no, like, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So with this being the new moon in Pisces time, I had to use my mermaid oracle. I haven't used this in a long time, but we're getting in touch with that water energy, and that's what it's about with your feelings, connecting with your emotions, allowing yourself to feel the emotion of that heartache that you have experienced. Where was that Three of Swords? It was here, and now what? I don't know. Okay, here we go. With that Three of Swords, I mean, look, that card says it all. That's pain. And I know that that's what you have been feeling, but there's a shift that's happening where you're no longer going to be responding to that anymore. It's like that is a part of your past, and it's a huge source of wisdom and strength for you now and confidence now, but you're no longer living in that space of being hurt and being separated from your dreams and your goals simply because of someone who did not align with your truth. That's their problem and that's their loss. You still have a beautiful future and you're creating it right now. Ashe. All right, I hope that this was helpful to you. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 2. Let's go ahead and see what message is coming through for you. For your dreams, goals, and aspirations. Okay, so I see here you have the garden, the tower, the book, and the lily. Okay, so with the garden and the tower, there has been a shift from one of being more socially inclined to being more in an isolated state, which I don't see that as a negative thing here. I know when people talk about social isolation and everything, some of us are like, yes, and some of us, we shiver because, you know, we want to be around other people. But this is a stage that you've come into, you've grown into, where you are more, you're so much more confident and you're happy in a space all your own, okay? So you've been using this isolation or this time alone where you used to really go out and hang out around a lot of people, and that was something that you really wanted to do, was just to have that connection with other people. But I feel like you have come to prefer your time alone because it really is paying off. You're doing work where you are studying. You are not only studying like from a book perspective or looking at things online and researching, but you're also just learning from life's experiences, and you're taking time to reflect on who you are and what's really right for you. And the gift in that is, I love these cards. This is my Afro Goddess Oracle. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll link it below because it's just so beautiful. I love her work. But anyway, the result of this time and this effort that you've been putting into your own path is that you're mature. You're spiritually mature. And of course, we're always in a process, right? It's always a process. But you have made so many leaps and bounds. And it's astonishing the progress that you've made. And what I feel is that sometimes this card here where you are feeling like you're on your own, sometimes I know that with tarot, the Tower is like major change and uh-oh, what's about to happen. But in this deck, it's different. It's more about being alone. So you might be looking at this and saying, oh, sometimes I feel isolated and that's a bad thing. What's wrong with me? Absolutely not. It's just that you are mastering two different worlds. You already have shown that you can get out there and do your thing and meet people and all of that and collaborate. But now you're making it happen within yourself. And watch out, because when you start working on yourself, which you have been doing for a long time, that's when the magic happens. So that is what's bringing you closer to your dreams, goals, and aspirations and the manifestations of them, because you are doing the work. You're doing the necessary work. And I feel like it has been sometimes a lonely process. Thank you, Divine, for clarity for group 2. Sometimes, yeah, it's been a lonely process, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And trust me, when you, ooh, okay. Wow. Yeah, this is like solitary energy, because you've got the Magician, you've got the Emperor. So hello, you are doing the damn thing. And this is leading to your stability, but it's not just stability around you that you're creating and manifesting around you. It's within you on a very deep level. But I feel like with this Justice card, you've been making some choices to, making some decisions to be solitary and to be in your own zone. Now, a lot of creative energy is coming to you. That's why you've got the King of Wands and also the King of Cups. This is about what you love. This is about you living intuitively and no longer zoning in on what others think of you. This is about you, who you are, okay? And so this is feeling like a very solitary time. That's where I'm seeing the Devil come in with that energy of like, well, you know, like seeing things from a negative perspective, but it really is beautiful what you're doing. Now, let's talk about how this is looking like financially and abundantly. So with your true path, you are making progress. With this Ace of Pentacles, though, there's something, and it was in reverse. I'm seeing it, you know, sometimes it's like, it doesn't matter the reversal, but sometimes it's really strong. So I feel like there's a new beginning, something else, a new opportunity within your path, your truth, and your dreams. And you're having a hard time getting started. You're feeling stuck. And I feel like this is due to hesitation. With this Page of Pentacles, it's like, okay, do I have what I need to move forward? You see there, she's standing on one foot. It's like, I'm trying to balance, but I also want to be steady and prove myself. And it's an early part in a certain phase of your dream that you're manifesting. But what Divine is saying is that with that steadiness, okay, as you put both feet on the ground and you are moving forward with your dreams and goals, so to the point where you are sitting here confidently as the Emperor, okay, owning all of your stuff, owning it all, and just being really proud of what you've built and what you've grown. You're in that stage now of the Magician. This is an early part of what you're working on. I don't feel like this is a completely new thing, but I feel like it's something that you're sort of reworking some things. You've been working on it, but you're deciding to switch some things up. That's why you've got that Ace of Pentacles that was reversed. but you've already shown and proven yourself to the point where you really do have access to the confidence of, okay, I can do this. There's nothing holding me back. I've already proven that I'm here for it. And you're going to find that you walk into that energy of the Emperor where you're owning your ish. And it's a beautiful thing that you're growing, that you're building, that you're contributing to, that you're manifesting. So don't stop, okay? Yeah, I hope this was helpful. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 3. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see what message is coming through for you, for your dreams. Ooh, goals and aspirations. Okay. I smell some foul play up in here. Okay. Okay, so with the Lily, this is my Afro Goddess Oracle. I love it. I love this deck. The Lily is about being in a mature place, like being in a place where you're confident, you are stating your claim to what it is that you have already done. So I feel like with your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, you have made it to a certain extent where you really do have access to the confidence of saying, I kind of know what I'm doing here. Like I'm making progress. You've already made progress. And I see that also here with the ship card. But the ship is also about a journey. Okay. So I feel like there was a transition that you made towards working with someone or with a particular, on a particular forum or platform. You made a change regarding your dreams and goals. And what met you with that change, what met you when you got to that place where you were like, okay, I'm ready to try this new thing, was trouble. There was someone who did not have, it's not that they didn't have your best interest at heart, it's that they were focusing on their best interest. So therefore, anybody else's best interest was kind of like, you know, they were tuning that out. But I feel like they were manipulative about it. They were, I'm getting like scammy vibes, absolute manipulation. Okay, very crafty. And this is a person who is very smart. And they were able to, I feel like there was an emotional connection there. Yeah, with the ship card, I'm getting water energy. So there was a kind and caring energy that you had towards this person, and they took advantage of that. Let's get some clarity on this. This could have been a business partner. This could have been a family member. This could have been something that wasn't even related to the dreams that you're working with, the goals and the aspirations. It's something else, but it distracted you from that. And I'm definitely getting that a lot with this ship card, with the emotional connection. This was something that you definitely felt a strong bond with this person. Perhaps it was because it was family related, or, you know, so it was very like, it took place over a long period of time. This wasn't just a quick thing. But this connection went really deep. And so that's why I feel like it has... Okay, so here's what your reading is all about. Ashe, your reading is all about not allowing your emotional connections to get in the way of your dreams, goals, and aspirations. Ashe, there we go. Because first of all, you have a heart of gold, okay? And I'm looking out for you right now because this is what I'm seeing. Because I've been in this situation before too. This is what I'm seeing, is that you connect on such a deep level because you have a beautiful big heart. But as you know, there are people in this world who don't value that, or who value it for the wrong reason, right? Because they want to Reel in your energy, feel it, benefit from it, bask in the glory of who you are, but then not give you credit. Okay, so yeah, what I'm seeing here is with the Wheel and 8 of Wands, somebody's coming back. There's like, I feel like this energy that was pulling you down and pulling you away, distracting you from the things that you really needed to do to make your dreams and goals happen. There's renewed communication. I'm getting email, text messages, calls, whatever, but there's definite communication. And if you haven't experienced that, look out. So go ahead and set those blocks up. You know. No, but just guard your energy, because what divine is guiding you to do is to have temperance. And this is about having patience with yourself and achieving balance on your path. So right now, the most important thing that you can do is love yourself and balance your energy. I know that there are feelings there because you are kind and loving and caring, but don't let anybody play you. Don't let them play you. And so 9 of Wands, that's very clear boundaries. That's like, look, I'm not about to do this with you, you know, like just really making it clear that you're not about to be played with. Okay. And, you know, if there was something that you feel like you lost, or like, even if it was just time and energy, because here's the thing with this showing up in this type of reading, it is very clear that without these boundaries, this person, this connection would be able to continue to steal from you. And what has already occurred, that's just a lesson. You know what I'm saying? That's just wisdom. But if you don't take heed to that, then that's when sometimes, you know, we get into a place where we're like really stuck, and it's even harder to get ourselves out of a rut. Yeah. Okay, I am going to pull from my Mermaid Oracle deck. Okay, all right, you've got contentment, and that's exactly the thing. As you let go of and block out what does not belong in your life, you create room for those blessings. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you're doing. You are cleaning up the energy, and you're making it clear as to where you are focusing your energy, and you're setting your intentions, but you're also now backing it up with the focus on what you really want to manifest, right? Discernment, Ashe. Okay, that's what this whole reading is about. It's letting you know that you are not the bad guy for setting boundaries. You are not the bad guy for letting it be known that you're saying no. Okay? You're showing that you have discernment. Yeah, and that's going to allow room for you to feel more grateful, because you're making room to really notice the blessings that are there. When your time and energy are being directed towards, you know, the craziness, the toxicity that someone else is giving you, like, that is the hugest time suck. That is the hugest energy suck. And then you don't have time or energy to be like, damn, I'm blessed, you know? And that's really what you are. You are a free spirit. You are a beautiful being that deserves to feel gratitude for yourself. Like, you deserve to look in the mirror. I love that Mary J. Blige song. I forget what it's called, but she performed it at the Grammys. And it's all about giving yourself that love and that affirmation that perhaps you didn't get from this person, or they didn't see your beauty. But you know what? That's just because they're blind right now. They're spiritually, energetically blind. So if they don't see your greatness, it's still there and it's shining. Don't ever let somebody make you think that you're not great. Okay? All right. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings.